You're so stubborn. Hi everyone. So a while back, I admitted to you one of my deep, dark spinning secrets, one of my procrastination secrets, and that is that I have this really beautiful breed study that I haven't finished, and it's been a few years now. The goal was to finish it in 1 year. Yeah, that was a while ago. And we still are not done. And that just is what it is. Every crafter has tons of works in progress that they don't finish at the timeline that they think. Life gets in the way, yada, yada, yada. We can talk about all the different reasons of why I didn't finish it, probably for a long time. But the main thing here is that I have a lot of this study still left to do. In my other video that I took you along with me working on it, we had this nice aesthetic shot of the bookcase behind me, and you just saw these really beautiful clear tubs. But I kind of wanted to just give you more of an overview of exactly how much is left. And people keep on gifting me, which is wonderful, but they keep on adding to it. So I have a lot left to do here. And I guess I keep adding to it too, of other, pieces of fiber that I find when I travel. I'm such a sucker for a piece of fiber when I travel because it feels like such a unique souvenir. So instead of whittling things down, I've only been increasing it, and now we're here. So just for reference, this is what I have finished. That's 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's really pretty. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 mini skeins, and these have not been wet finished yet because I was hoping for a bigger batch, maybe like wet prep them all together. We have 9. Okay, this is what I have left. I have this whole tub that's full, if you can see that. I have this whole tub that's full, and this whole tub. And then some gifts that people have given me. These are both Shetland, but I consider them to be kind of part of this breed study because they are pretty much unprocessed in terms of dyeing. And yeah, in terms of dyeing, they've just been mainly left alone. They were just scoured and carded. And so I have this bit of Shetland here, and then I have this much bigger Shetland here, which is going to take me quite a bit of time. These are both really beautiful. They're from Oregon, from sheeps. Apparently I don't know how to pluralize today. Sheep. These are both from sheep that were sheared in Oregon from the Sward Farm, and I've added them to my breed study. I think I have a few more pieces somewhere else as well that belong in this group, but I have a lot left to do. So, I've talked to you before about wanting to be approaching this year in a very mindful, slow pace. So I'm not going to set a productivity goal here for myself. Obviously, this is a lot of work, even though they are small little grams. Oh, that is really nice. Hold on, I gotta take a squish break. What was I saying? Okay, even though these are small, just little packets here, spinning takes time, and if you are a spinner, you know just how much work that each ply takes, or each couple grams of fiber takes, and how much effort it puts on your body. I know for me in particular, my forearm gets really tired after a while, and my fingers. So I have to take breaks. I don't really want to break my body for the sake of my hobby. I want it to be fun. So most likely, considering in the past few years, this is all that's finished. And I have so many other projects I want to do this year. I'm not going to finish this in a year, and that's okay. We're just trying to learn, right? So we're not going to put a timeline goal here. We're just going to see how much we can complete and see if we can, look back at the end of this year and see how much progress there's been, not only in what's been completed, but what we've learned. Maybe there's a breed out here that's my new favorite that I've never thought of before. So this is going to be the first video with that kind of new mindset and trying to tackle things. I'll probably make more later on. I know maybe they might get a little bit redundant over time of watching me kind of do the same thing each time. Maybe it's something you like, maybe not. But what I find with these videos is they're a really great way to motivate myself to cut out time for something that I want to do and that I want to learn. So I just thought it might be fun to take you on a few of these as I work through it through the year. So we're going to pick something and get started. So I could do it at random, but I'm not going to because this one was so soft and I'm kind of stuck on it. But also, and this one is a Finnish in white. It comes from a Finn sheep, or Finn for short. Or there's also this really beautiful brown one that I've been eyeing for forever. This is a Zwartbles. Zwartbles? I have no idea how to say these things. I am so sorry about this audio, but it's spelled Z or Z Wartbles. And again, all the information will be in the description or in the title of this video. This is a lot more firm than this one. This one has a much bigger fluff to it. I think I'm more in the mood for, oh wait, that is so pretty and so soft. The squish still isn't quite as much as this Finnish one, but it's a lot softer than the other one I was pulling. And this is a New Zealand Brown, which is a conservation breed. The ancestors of this breed were brought to New Zealand in the 19th century. A number of animals began to live under feral conditions, and a few of these flocks still exist. So this is known to be great for creating a strong felt and spinning a bulky yarn. So this would not be, attempt at a lace weight. So I think I'm gonna go with New Zealand for this video, actually. I mean, this is really nice. Oh man, I'm gonna like that one. But I love a fluff. Sometimes like smooth yarns are nice. Like a merino can be nice, don't get me wrong. They're nice to draft. Sometimes, like just how they slide through your fingers, but sometimes you just need a fluff. Okay, I keep grabbing that one, but we're not going to do that one. I think we're going to go with the New Zealand. This color is just really getting me, and it's got a good, it still is fluffy so far, but has a nice density to it. Alrighty, so I guess we picked our breed for this video, and I'm gonna go ahead and get started, do some research in my fleece and fiber source book, clean up my table, and take you all along with me. Yeah, sounds good. Let's get started. Alrighty. I don't know if this will work, but since I have this nice microphone, I wanted to see if we could get some good spinning wheel sounds with it. So let's see. If I just stick it in there like that. So that was a bit of an adventure. I have my finished mini skein here for this breed study of New Zealand. When I started putting together the outline for this video, I thought I was going to spend a little bit more time talking about the breed, its history, its characteristics, but for this one, it doesn't look like we're really going to do that much. Simply because there's a lot of variety in this breed. It seems like what I didn't know was that the New Zealand breed is more of a descriptor of a couple different feral populations that all have a variety of lineages and ancestry, some of which we don't even really know where they came from. And there aren't set characteristics across the board. So I can't speak for every single New Zealand fiber that you're going to pick up, but I can speak for mine. And what I really did like about this one is, one, the color. It's this really pretty brown that I feel like you don't see all that often, just this nice light shade. Two, the plying went really well and really smoothly. I barely had to mess with my tension at all. And the finished yarn is very consistent and pretty. The different plies come together really nicely. They stick really well, and it just looks really luxurious and plump. I'm sure once I wet finish this, it's going to be even prettier. However, I think I'm only going to give this a 4 out of 10 for my rating, and I don't think I would reach for it again for spinning. Firstly, it's because of the mixed lengths of staples that I found in my hank. Some were as short as an inch, maybe even less, and then others were closer to 6 inches long. And that made for a difficult spin the way I did it. All I did was split down the middle and spin it as top. If I were to do this again, I think I would card it, or I would want to blend it with something, which immediately makes it like not part of a breed study if I blend it with another fiber. But definitely, what do you need, a pillow? Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, is that what my arm is for? All right. But definitely, I think it would like to be carded at least. Because of the different lengths, I found that I was having issues, particularly with the shorter ones, just trying to slip out of my fingers when I was going too fast, which is probably why the recommendations I've seen are all for a thicker yarn. I know this doesn't look that thick, I tried. I've just been spinning thin yarn for so long that it's a little bit hard to break myself of the habit of spinning thin at this point. I think I definitely would have enjoyed things a little bit more if I had gone thicker, and I wouldn't have struggled as much with this one. The other factor that I didn't like for this one is the itchiness factor. And I'm not allergic to wool products, I'm not allergic to any animal products, but for this one, oh man, the itchiness was bad. It was so bad. There was a couple times in the beginning where I had to take breaks because it was making my fingers itch way too much. Didn't like that. I actually have a little stick of I think it's beeswax, and it's a product called Scented Stitches. It's primarily geared towards knitters, and the idea is you put it on your finger that holds the tension to help with the friction of the yarn, and it also makes your knitting smell good. I use it for my spinning more than I ever use for knitting because I find it helps, especially with plying, you know, deal with the friction of the plies going across your fingers. I was using this even just for the initial spinning this time to try to cut down on the amount of itchiness for this. So yeah, not my favorite fiber type for this one. Oswald, you can't go on the table, bud. You need to sit here. We cool? Okay. Not my favorite. I'm definitely going to give this breed a 4 out of 10. Not something I'd reach for again unless I was probably felting. I think it has great felting potential, especially for bigger projects, because it does feel really sturdy. Like it would do really well as a bag, I think, but not something next to your skin, in my opinion. So those are my final thoughts for this project that I have here, and I am going to go ahead and add it to my bin of other breed steady skeins to eventually wet prep later when I have a more than 10, when I have a bigger batch. Thank you all for joining me today in this video as I start to go back through my breed study project. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll see you in the next one. I guess Oz will see you too. Have a great day. Take care of yourself. Bye. Thank you all for joining me today in this video as I start to go through trying... Okay. That's yours now?